the Evo 10 MR, the automotive equivalent of the Hulk. Okay, so it's not green, but you get the picture. The Evo 10 MR has 4 doors, a trunk, and a twin-clutch gearbox that can play mild-mannered automatic very convincingly. And with its Bilstein shocks and lightweight forged wheels, it provides a surprisingly compliant ride. It's quite practical and can be used every day for whatever you may need. And if you're able to stay off of the boost, good luck with that, it even gets decent mileage, all very Bruce Banner. But then you get it to a racetrack and you make it angry. And look out. It's at the track that the Evo really shines. Its all-wheel control 4-wheel drive system is arguably the most advanced all-wheel drive system in the world. All-wheel control incorporates data from sensors on its various subsystems and interprets that data via countless algorithms to determine what the hell it is the driver's trying to do. These super all-wheel controls we talked about. Now that system is basically the manager of all the subsystems. One of those subsystems being active yaw control. Active yaw control, super trick rear differential. Uses 2 clutches to accelerate the outside wheel to help you get through the corner, minimizing understeer. A much more effective way to kill understeer than what other manufacturers do. Other manufacturers typically use the stability control to brake, to apply the brake on the inside wheel, therefore turning the car. This actually speeds the car up through the corner, so much more efficient. So through steering position sensors, throttle position sensors, yaw rate sensors, etc., it determines your intended path and then helps you get there. You're really then left with just one job, to steer the car where it is you want to go. It's simply amazing and has to be experienced to be believed. But Evos aren't only about handling, they're also about power. And the Evo's 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine puts out plenty of it with 295 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. Power delivery, impressive, but it's a little bit less exciting, I'll say, than previous Evos in that Mitsubishi has somehow banished turbo lag. Not sure exactly how they've done that, but the car just responds instantly to the throttle. It feels a lot more like a naturally aspirated car than a turbocharged car has any business feeling like. The brakes are even more impressive than those seen on previous Evos. The calipers are once again by Brembo, but this time the MR employs 2-piece rotors up front. Along with the power of the brakes themselves, various electronic systems help inspire confidence by providing the car with great stability under braking. And while you may get them to make some noise after multiple laps of abuse, they never seem to fade. The one system we haven't talked about just yet, which is really what this particular Evo, the MR, is best known for, is the SST gearbox. That is a dual clutch setup. It's similar to other dual clutch setups from other manufacturers. The ones that come to mind are Volkswagen with its DSG and Audi with its S-Tronic. Now it shifts equally smoothly to those gearboxes, and in auto mode it really does a good job of mimicking an automatic transmission, something that can't be said for some of the other sequential manual gearboxes like BMW's SMG or Ferrari's F1 Superfast system. So what to make of all this technology? Well, no doubt it makes for a quicker and safer car that, when pushed hard, is much more tolerant of mistakes, and hooligan behavior for that matter. So it's easier to drive quickly. So when you drive it correctly, it's faster as well. When you drive it like a hooligan, it lets you get away with it. But I'm afraid that in making the car's performance more accessible, something's been left behind, and that something is total driver involvement. It's not that it isn't fun to drive, because it absolutely is. It's just that all of that technology has made the experience a little bit PlayStation-like, in that anyone can approach the Evo 10 limits and play now, which is good, but at the same time somehow it's bad. But it's not the Evo's fault really. The culprit here is a thing we call progress. You see, cars are getting better and better, and this one represents one of those quantum leaps that happen from time to time. It's a milestone car from a technology standpoint, an automotive first down that moves the chains forward another 10 yards. So the Evo MR represents a new kind of performance car, one whose performance is accessible and whose price makes it attainable. We can call it progress, but progress has a price. While we end up with better cars, we do so by removing more and more control from the one element progress cannot control, and that is the spacer between the seat and the steering wheel. I'm Emile Bure, OnCars.